Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm good. Welcome to stay. How you doing?
Good.
These are 7th graders or 8th graders here?
We're with the 8th graders.
This is 8th graders, right?
This is 7th grade.
This is 7th grade. Oh, you got, okay, gotcha. Try to keep track of all of it.
It's running a little late, I think, right?
Yeah, we are late. Yeah, I'm gonna make that announcement in a minute to people watching. I can't believe we're a half hour behind. We haven't been behind all
Yeah,
weekend.
I know it's been moving right along.
Yeah, all weekend we have not been behind. And we got the clocks. We took 2 minutes off the clock. We're running 10-minute quarters and we're behind. Oh, killing me. Folks, if you are tuning in with us, you have not missed anything. You're watching the end of the consolation ceremony between Manitoba and Colorado. It's good to see them shaking hands and together. Colorado wins that third place consolation game 28-12. We are getting set now for the 7th grade. I believe it's the championship game. It will be Iowa, or maybe it's a consolation game, Iowa and Missouri. 7th grade.
You will be like you will.
All right, you got the open. This is Missouri 7th grade versus. You have not missed hardly any action. It's been a late start to this game. We are about 30 minutes behind, but the game just started with Iowa getting the opening kickoff, lining up here. There was a penalty, an encroachment penalty on Missouri that puts Iowa in a 1st and 5 situation. 9:57, you missed maybe 3 seconds. Here we go, Iowa lined up. 2 backs in the backfield, split formation. Missouri breaks through, and there's nothing doing for that running back. He's going to lose yardage after they start out 1st and 5 with the penalty against Missouri. They're going to go backwards, find themselves now starting on their own. Right, the ball's at the mid-stripe, so they're back to 2nd and 10 with that loss. Iowa decked in their all black with the gold numbers that I can see nicely. White helmets with the state of, they were really sharp decals with the state of Iowa and the letter I in their helmets. Black stripe. It's a direct snap to the quarterback. He's coming around the corner looking for a seam. Missouri's there. Missouri's very quick on defense. Now they pursue very well. They're going to pick up 2 here. That's going to make it 3rd and about 8 for Iowa. This is the 7th grade 3rd place game. We have Iowa in double, actually deuces to left, trips, twin receivers to the left, to the wide side of the field, a tight end and quarterback, tight end and receiver to the boundary, quarterback in the gun. Takes the snap out of the gun, looking for somewhere to throw, nowhere to go. That's going to be a sack by Missouri. Missouri, I tell you what, is handling the business up front. They right now are winning the line of scrimmage against that Iowa offensive line, which is rather large. They're pretty big up front. Big wind here, kind of blowing you around a little bit. Apologize for that. Iowa lines up now. Twin receivers to the left, tight end, flanker to the right. Quarterback's going to look to throw back to the other side. He throws it over the head of the back. He better go cover that. It was a forward pass, but that's going to bring up 4th down. Missouri holds. Now Iowa will have to punt here, and they're going to punt into the wind. The wind had picked up pretty briskly, which makes it difficult in terms of getting off a good punt. Actually, take that back. Somehow I missed the 4th down altogether, so that's going to be a turnover on downs. Missouri is going to have the football here. Just on the other side of Iowa territory here, on the Iowa 48. Missouri takes possession of the ball. They can't hold it. They can't hold themselves. They go and they got a procedure call to start the game with. Got to get on the same page there with each other in terms of the snap count. They do not. They're going to lose 5 yards. It's going to put them back to 1st and 15, Missouri. Their first possession of the game. 8:03 left in the quarter. We are playing 10-minute quarters here for the championship rounds. Okay, there's a look. There's going to try to look the ball through. He's got a man open. Oh, he drops it. He was open. That wasn't the best throw in the world, but it was a catchable ball. That was a very catchable ball. Dropped. He might have still been running had he caught that. All right, 2nd down, 15 for Missouri.
All right, let's go, Missouri!
They are back on their own 47. Okay, they're going to snap it and try to run it to the right. No seam there, nothing there. All right, we got a timeout for an injury. Let's take it a little wider, show you the scenery around Bishop Miege High School. Go away from the injury. Good crowd here. Of course, both teams have a good representation of fans. Iowa being fairly close, about a 4-hour drive here to get to Kansas City, Kansas, and then Missouri. They came over from St. Louis, so they had about a 4-hour drive as well too. So you can see that fans are well represented here. And they're happy because it is nowhere near as cold as it was Friday night when we started or yesterday and into last night. We were freezing. You can see the campus of Bishop Miege off in the distance across on the back of the scoreboard there. There's a building that is one of their main school buildings, and you perhaps can even see, let's see if I can get you closer. Okay, that player's up. You can see their chapel in the background as well too. Beautiful architecture here on the campus of Bishop Miege. And that player looks like he's walking off on his own. That's good to see. We don't see anybody get hurt. We're back to the action now. With a 3rd and 15 for Missouri. Okay, heavy set to the right. It's kind of a wildcat type of look. That's how the ball comes out. While he's fighting for extra yardage, which happens a lot of time, that's going to be an Iowa ball. Iowa fired up now. They knocked the ball right out of his hands as he's fighting for yardage. That's what you got to be careful of. You players out there, young players particularly, they're going to try to punch and knock that ball out of your hands while you're fighting for extra yards. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You just got to hold on to the football. They do not. The ball turned over to Iowa. That is the first turnover of the game. That ball's going to be spotted at the 48. Okay, Iowa comes out, break their huddle from the sidelines. We will have a tight end, like a tight end flanker right. Twins left. Shotgun. Ball given to the up back. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage if possible. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 at least.
Hey, hit to the whistle. Let's go.
Clock ticking, under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Remember, we have 10-minute quarters in the championship rounds. Motion by the slot, left to right. He takes the football, turns the corner, picks up some decent yardage, about 4, maybe 5 yards. We're going to have a 3rd and about 5.
Get off that block, Number 3, get off the block! Let's go, Iowa!
Hey, Luke, put it down the field.
Okay, shotgun snap. Quarterback looks to his left. He's going to put it on the flat. It's just over the head of the receiver coming across the middle. It's going to bring up 4th down. Third down? 4th down.
One more down.
Stay with some
4th down. What is Iowa going to do here? Probably stay with it, right? Try to get the first down, see what they do. There's no score. 6:15 left in the first quarter. Iowa lined up here to try to pick up this fourth down. Might as well. Field position, not that important right now. Okay, Iowa lines up. You got twins into the boundary. Flanker tight end to the left. They roll right. Missouri's there. And single-handedly, the Missouri defender takes him down. That's a big sack for Missouri. They back them up into Iowa territory. Missouri will get this ball in Iowa territory on the turnover on downs on the 43.
All right, offense! Get the ball back!
I agree with you, good sir. There's too much field over there to not run to the other side.
Okay, Missouri comes out. 2-by-2 formation from Missouri. They got a guy. They got to get this guy in the ball game. The officials are pretty good about letting guys get in the game. You got a empty formation actually. 3-by-2. All right, ball snap. Quarterback is looking. He's going to put the ball up to no one. That ball could have been intercepted.
Get up the field, fellas. Keep running.
Missouri will probably stay in this empty 3-by-2 formation. It'll leave the quarterback back there alone by himself.
Get around, let's go!
He'll take the snap, look to run. That's a delayed run, quarterback draw. He's up, boy. He's up and out of there. And he's going to turn the corner. You're going to see him take that ball to yard. That's a touchdown, Missouri. That's all quarterback run. He made up his mind. He took the snap, delayed for a half a second, and then took off running down the right side of the hash marks, down the numbers, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Missouri strikes first. Huge run by the quarterback. Missouri's going to line up, empty the formation, empty the formation, and look to throw to the back side. Ball's up for grab. Well defended. Are they going to call interference here? I'm not understanding that. Yeah, he picked up the flag. Yeah, okay. It was just well defended. So, 2-point conversion fails. Missouri reels off about a 38-yard run. The quarterback takes a delayed draw. Looks like it was an intended play of a quarterback draw, 38 yards to the yard and to the house. He takes it up the right side of the field, down the right hash, down the numbers, and into the end zone. So they lead it 6-0. Missouri strikes first. So here we go. Kickoff, all set. Iowa with 2 returners back. Ball's kind of dribbled along that front line. It's handled by Iowa, which is good because it puts them in great field position. So, I'm not sure I understand these intended kicks. I know part of it is to maybe force the return team to have to field it. If they do, which they normally do, they get great field position out of it. So they're already lined up inside of Missouri territory at the 49. Iowa is. They'll start there. Iowa set. Twin receivers right to the field. Flanker tight end to the left. Ball snapped in the gun. Looking to run that football around the corner. Still going. Picks up nice yardage. Nice yard. Number 2 takes it all the way down. Nice gain of about 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Iowa's quarterback keeping that ball. Took a pretty good hit there from the Missouri defender. But he's up. No, he's coming off the field, I believe. he'll be all right. That was number 2 for Iowa. Iowa comes back. They run that twin formation to the field. Tight end flanker to the right. Ball's going to be handoff to the tailback. Everybody from Missouri is there. Everybody from Missouri is there. They got a bunch of guys waiting for them. They are winning the line of scrimmage up front, at least between the tackles they are. Missouri's pretty fired up about it. So that's a loss of 2. Back to 3rd and 7 now. Okay, they run twins into the boundary. Tight end flanker to the field. Quarterback in the gun. Running back to the right. They're going to do an inside handoff to number 20. He's looking for a little seam. There's just too much pursuit there. Missouri defenders, not only are they winning the line of scrimmage, but they are basically in pursuit. They're from sideline to sideline. They're as good as anybody out there. 4:20, 4:18 left in the first quarter. We got a 6-0 Missouri lead.
Tighten up, fellas. Tighten
Missouri
up,
on a 38-yard run by their quarterback. That's how they scored. Iowa with the football on a 4th and 5 here. They get the call from the sideline. 2-by-2 formation. Probably trying to throw out of this. Ball snap. Quarterback is looking right. He throws it out to the flats. Oh! Picked off by Missouri. That's a wonderful job of reading. You know, what happens is, unfortunately, you know, a young quarterback eyeballs his receiver. He's not going to look a guy off. He knew right where he was going, and so did the defender, and that's when he stepped up and picked it off. It's a terrific defensive play. Missouri stops that Iowa drive with an interception. And here comes Missouri with the football again in good field position for themselves, 46-yard line of their own. They lead it 6-0, 3:45 left in the first quarter. Okay, same quarterback's in that game, looking to throw this time. He doesn't have a lot of time. There's probably going to be a hold here. He's looking to dump that ball off to somebody. He gets knocked to the ground. But you got a flag on the carpet, most likely a hold from the spot. Yep. 2 holds, 2 hugs, whatever. That's going to be a hold right about the 38. They're going to march that off 10 yards. That ball's going to come all the way back, and march all the way back to the 28 with the hold. All right, we're going to have a 1st and 25 is what we're looking at.
Oh my God, that game was 15. All right, let's go.
Hey, back that up even more. Look, this is ridiculous. Not sure how. It's the worst penalty I've ever seen. The longest penalty I've ever seen. Let's call it 1st and 50. It's just insane. Okay, here we go. Handoff to the right side for Missouri. Finds a little crease. Got a flag coming out again. Probably going to back that up. You only got so much further you can go back, so. Gotta love the fans.
Let's go, offense!
Ball snap. Quarterback is going to take it himself around the corner. There's not much there other than a big hit waiting for him. That's a big hit, but hey, that's football, baby. That's football. 2 defenders close on him, take him out of bounds. He took a hit. He's up. He's fine. He's a big dude.
Hey, pick it up. Let's go.
Number 8's a big dude. He picks up.
They're down. Step up.
Third down. Step up.
We're still 3rd and about 20.
Do something important.
Whew. Got a lot of flags happening today. What we got here?
Oh, come on. Come on. Let's go, Missouri. Relax. Nothing even happened. How the hell are y'all throwing flags?
They've been saying whoever in the they've been saying they throwing flags for the kids talking in the hub.
These boys play.
Yeah, last game.
We watched our game last night. It was so unfair. They kept spotting y'all balls in weird spots last night, and they kept calling a delayed game on y'all.
Yep.
We played Indiana. They was taking 5 minutes it seemed like.
All right, we got stoppage on the clock. 3:15 left in the game. I believe that Missouri probably called a timeout. Their head coach is talking with the white cap in the middle of the field. You can see that, more than likely, trying to get an understanding of what the heck's going on with these penalties. Now, I'm looking at the down marker, which I'll show you is way down here. Maybe the loneliest man in the stadium. He's so far away from the action. So there's third down, and forever.
I think that was on the quarterback. I think they threw that on the quarterback. That's your sign.
That's third and about 40. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So Missouri's going to come out and empty the backfield. 3-by-2 formation. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Ball snap. He's got time. He's going to just throw that ball up for grabs. Will anybody get to it? That is. He dropped it. He had it intercepted, but he dropped it. Quarterback's just throwing that bad boy, throwing that pickle up for grabs. I wouldn't do that. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Next time, get up that
This is going to be mercifully a 4th down for Missouri. I can imagine they're going to kick this ball. It's just 4th and in a futile amount. So we got a returner back for Iowa. So we'll try to kick this. Ball snapped nicely. Ball's kicked. It will roll a little bit. That's in Missouri's favor. All right. Okay, that worked out. That's probably the best thing Missouri could do. Just kick the ball and get out of there on 4th and forever. So the ball is turned over to Iowa on the Missouri 48. We're still in the first quarter. We're running a little bit late here at 1 o'clock Central Time. Missouri has a slim lead of 6-0. They got out of the gate first, scored first on a 38-yard quarterback delayed draw run.
All right, let's go, defense. Stay with your man. Hey, Booby, go give me that ball back, son.
Here comes Iowa breaking their huddle from the sideline. They'll line up here. Looks like they'll send twins into the boundary. Flanker, tight end to the right. They're going to look to run right. Quarterback cuts it up. Tries to dodge a couple people. That's number 2, who was a little bit shaken up on the last series. He's back in.
Don't get caught up in them blocks.
Picks up about 5. Ball's going to stay on the ball's going to be in the middle of the field. We got twin receivers left, flanker tight end right, gun formation, running back to the right of the quarterback.
Get back up, Booby.
Ball's going to be thrown to a wide open receiver downfield. He's wide open. That ball's caught. Number 22 makes a nice catch. He was wide open. Too bad he couldn't catch and run.
Stay with him. You all right, 3? Pick your head up. Come on, boys. Let's get in there.
Twins left. Motion by number 2. Fly motion across. You're going to give it to him. He's got a good start. Good blocking downfield. He might make it to the corner of that end zone. Let's see what they call. short. A little bit short. Good call. Good call on that play. With the fly motion, just hand it off number 2. He gets around the edge. They're going to have him down at the 2. At the 2. He's out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Looks like.
Let's go, defense!
Give it to the tailback. He just drifts right and he steps right in the end zone. Okay? Iowa's on the board. It is 6-6 right here with a chance for a 2-point conversion. See what Iowa chooses to do in terms of their alignment and formation. But we have a 6-6 tie with 1:30 left in the first quarter. This is a third-place game between Missouri and Iowa, 7th graders. They will line up with a 2-by-2 formation, so they'll spread it out a little bit. Get the quarterback in the gun, the running back to the right. They'll motion the left slot to the right. They'll roll right. They got pressure. Put the ball up. No, just out of the reach of the receiver coming across in motion. Okay, so we got a tie ball game. We got a 6-6 ball game. Iowa comes back strong, finds its way into the end zone. And before the first quarter ends, we are at 1:30 in the first quarter. This game is going a little slow, but it's competitive. We're running a little bit late today, behind by about 30 minutes. We have 2 more games today, championship games, between 8th graders.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Pick it up!
We will see Iowa kick it off here after their score to tie the game 6-6.
Jets!
Okay, 2 deep returners for Missouri. We'll see if Iowa lines up and kicks it deep. Let's see what they do. They're gonna dribble it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's a big mistake by Missouri. That is the problem that you have when you do not field these kicks accordingly. This hit a Missouri defender, Missouri return man, Iowa ready to go, and they go and they pick up the possession here. When it bounced off the Missouri defender, he had no clue that he had to possess that. When you're on the return team, when you're the returning team, that ball's kicked. I don't care if it's 10 yards or not. You go get the football and cover. Otherwise, that happens. Hit him right in the shin, bounced off, and Iowa recovers. Great field position for Iowa.
Stay with your guy.
They will start with the ball on their own 49, having just scored. Momentum on their side. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll hand it to the left halfback. He'll get around the corner. He's got a little seam. He cuts it outside again, but pursuit is there. This Missouri team, you don't run wide on them for too long. You need to cut upfield and get the yards that you can get. You keep going wide, sideline to sideline. They can tackle with the best of any team out here. So that's a pickup of about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for Missouri, or for Iowa, sorry. Ball is across the 50. It's at the Missouri 48 on the right hash. You got twin receivers into the boundary, a single receiver wide with a tight end. Ball is going to be pitched and actually given to the halfback on the right side. Flag comes in. Lo and behold, of course. What do we got? We got a face mask on Missouri. That's going to move the ball down into, they'll get a first down out of this, I think. Well, maybe not quite. Okay, that'll move it down inside the 45 to the 47, the 40, actually 43 of Missouri with a 2nd down and 2 with the face mask. Quarter winding down, just about done. In fact, they'll flip the field with our score. Missouri 6, they struck first. Iowa came back to tie it up. It's a 6-6 ball game at the end of 1. You look comfortable.
Let's go,
Sat here because I knew I'd be quiet for you.
You don't have to be. You're all right. All right, we flipped the field. Iowa coming now right to left. They'll have a little bit of wind behind. We got a second and very short for Iowa. Ball is on the Missouri 43. You gotta get the tight end in the ball game. It's a little late getting in. Or tackle. That is, okay. We'll get a pistol formation. Right is the strength. We get a big crease on that right side. Do you have a flag? Yep. I thought I saw something. Illegal procedure on Iowa is going to move them back 5 yards. So we're yo-yoing. Now move the ball back to the 48. It'll be a 2nd and 7. All right, ball and right hash. Iowa comes out again, 2nd and about 7. They'll go twin receivers into the boundary. Flanker tight end left. They're looking for somewhere to go with this ball. Number 2 is they got a hold of his jersey. He gets the ball out. It'll be incomplete. They couldn't get him sacked. He's strong. Number 2 is strong. They got through that. They got through that time though. Really put pressure on the quarterback. It's 3rd down and 7. All right, they bring the twin formation to the field. Hold on. Timeout, Iowa. Okay, we have a timeout, Iowa. We have 9:14 left in the first half. This has been a really kind of slow first half. We got a 6-6 ball game. We got a beautiful day here in Kansas City, Kansas at Bishop Miege High School. They've been so good to us. Been here for 2 years in a row now at their facility. It's worked out really nicely for us. The kids love coming here. Great concessions. Make sure if you're here at the stadium, get yourself something to eat.
All right, let's go, defense!
Bring me something too. All right, here we go. Twin formation left, tighter flank end, tight end flanker right. Here comes another flag. It's like a screen. It's a great call.
Get off the clock!
Bring that all the way downfield. That's going to be a huge game, but you got to block. What's the call here? I think you got a legal shift or a legal formation. It looks like, I'm going to tell you what. Here's what I saw. On the right side of Iowa's formation, you've got a tight end and a flanker, but that flanker's got to be on the line of scrimmage. And that's probably what the call was. He didn't look like he was off the ball at all. It looked like he was on the line of scrimmage, which you cannot do. That's an illegal formation. That's why the ball is coming back. So that comes back, gives you a 3rd and 12 with that particular penalty. So if you check the formation, look at the formation. That receiver to us, to this sideline, has to come off, have to be off the ball, and he is now. He wasn't the last formation. Okay, that's a handoff. A lot of room to the left. He beats one more guy. He's got it. No. But a good run nonetheless. He picks up about 7, maybe 8. It's going to make it 4th and 6. So 4th and 6. son, there's no reason to jump. There's no reason to jump 2-4. No reason to jump. No reason to jump 2-4, not at all. So, Missouri puts the proverbial foot up in their mouth with that one and gives Iowa a really convertible 4th and short. 2 backs in the backfield. They bring 11 in tight. Now they got a fullback in the game. Ball snap, direct handoff. Oh, that's a fantastic play by number 71. There has been real dominance by the Missouri football team, by this Missouri team up front. They have been in the backfield of Iowa on a number of occasions. They do it again. Huge, huge, huge loss there. With a turnover on downs, 4 or 5 yard loss. They pin them in the backfield. Missouri takes over. Very clutch play right there. Because all Iowa had was they had 4th and very short, less than a yard. Excellent play by number 71.
Let's go offense!
2-by-2 formation for Missouri. They're going to run it right around the left side. They got a lot of yards up there. He might turn it and go. They get him out of bounds. Not before he takes it about 23 yards down that left sideline for a 23, 24, 25 yard gain. The offense has really been centered around number 8, the quarterback for Missouri. He already has a touchdown run of about 38. That one went for about 23, 24 yards. We're down to the Iowa 33, ball snap, hand off to the right halfback. He breaks through a couple tackles. He breaks through 2 or 3 tackles. Still going. They don't have him on the ground yet. All of that for about 3 yards, but it's a heck of a run, tough run. 7-10 in the half, in the first half. 6-6 tie. Missouri on the move. Line up here, ball at the 30 of Iowa, ball in the middle of the field.
Let's go!
Quarterback in the gun, 2-by-2 formation for Missouri. Ball snap. He's going to look to throw. He's rolling left. He looks to put it up over the middle of the field. There's a mess down there with a pile up, but there's no flag. The ball was thrown very short. No chance for the receiver to even catch that, so there's no flag there. That's probably a smart move by the officials.
Come on, get that! Hey, Luke, watch the run this side. Be aggressive, come up!
Let's go! It's coming this way!
Missouri trying to get set up here. Don't know who's going where.
Go, defense!
Looks like they're missing a receiver.
Ready!
Okay, they'll get 2 backs in the backfield, split formation. Ball directly snapped to the quarterback. He's looking to throw, but he's going backwards. Gets rid of it. It was hot pressure, hot pursuit on him. He does get rid of it and drop the ball just in front of the tight end's foot. So that's incomplete. It's going to be 4th down and about 8. We got a timeout here. I'm not sure who called it, but timeout here. 6:29 left in the first half of this ball game. We're running a little bit late, folks. Next game is scheduled for 1:30 kickoff. We will be late with that one, obviously. Fourth down, split backfield for Missouri. Snap it to the quarterback. He's looking to take it and run. He's got it tucked away. Looks like a hold. He's got it around the corner on the right side. He's still going. They Still don't have him down. He runs that ball all the way around the yeah, they're going to get him for holding. It looked like a hold on the edge. Kind of questionable. I thought they had a good block there. But they're going to call holding and bring that back. That's a shame. It's a great run. He's been their whole offense, number 9. Number 8, I believe it is, actually. Their quarterback.
Y'all boys got to stop holding.
Hey, the kick! Shoulder pads, let's go!
This will be 4th with the penalty that bring it to 4th and about 16 with the hold. Missouri brings trips receivers into the boundary. 1, 2, and 3. Tight end left. Quarterback is going to take it to that side. Look to get around. They're going to try to tackle him. He breaks a couple tackles. Gets out to the... He's not going to have a first down here at all. That's going to be a turnover on downs. He's going to be short by about 3 yards, 4 yards. Good effort. Opposite direction. That's where the ball's going to go to Iowa, and they break the huddle here. They'll have the football on their own 28. Clock is at 5:54. Before the half is over, we have a 6-6 tie.
Get in there, D!
All right, Iowa lines up. They got twins. It's the wide side of the field. Tight end flanker left or to right. They fake like an RPO. 5 is looking to get the ball off. He's going to keep it himself. Gets knocked out of bounds. Picks up a couple, I believe. Or did he lose a couple? I think he lost it. No gain. 2nd and 10. Clock ticking, 5:30 left in the first half. Substitutions being made for Iowa. 5 coming off the field. That may put number 2 back in the ball game, I think. Yep, here he comes. He gets the instruction from the coach, runs it in. And he will huddle up his team. He'll break that huddle with about the 5-minute mark. Right hash for Iowa. Twins wide to the left. Tight end flanker right. Nope. There are flags flying all over the place. This has been a flag-riddled first half, which is taking forever to run plays here in this first half of this football game. A lot of mistakes. That's a procedure call on Iowa's offense. They can't get lined up to save their lives. 2nd and 16. Now snap to number 2. He actually does a boot action, and Missouri's there. We don't have time to do boot and all that cute stuff. Not with Missouri's pursuit. Missouri has a stout defensive front. They do pursue well from sideline to sideline. You don't have time to run cute stuff. It's another loss of about 4 or 5. You got a 3rd and about 20 here. Clock running. Twins left. Flanker tight end right. Shotgun. 2 is looking to dump that ball off. They're on him. They had bodies all over him. I don't think that is that's not a safety. They stopped his momentum short of the goal line. That was real close to being a safety. You got a 4th down and basically 37-38. This is going to be a punt here. No doubt. Now, you go after this? I would. Yep, they do. And they block it. And Missouri's right there to pick it up. And that's going to be a touchdown for Missouri. That's going to be a touchdown for Missouri. That's a very difficult punt to operate. You're backed up in your own end zone. These guys get off the ball well. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's a block and a score. It should be. Yes, we got a 12-6 ball game. That was not a good series for Iowa. That did not end well whatsoever. That is opportunistic on the part of the Missouri team. They will line up for a 2-point conversion try, up 12-6 after that block, punt, and recovery in the end zone. They need a timeout. They don't know what they're doing. I've seen so much of that. A lot of mistakes here in this first half. Timeout, Missouri. All right, we got both teams back out. This is a 2-point conversion try for Missouri as you see them line up with a full loaded, heavy set to the right. Quarterback looks to go left. He's going to get in. I think that's going to be a conversion. That's a 2-point conversion for Missouri. That's going to put them 14-6 up over Iowa. 3:19 left in the first half. Folks, if you've tuned in here and you're wondering, okay, where's my 8th grade game? We are only in the first half of the 7th grade 3rd place game. So running a little bit behind, obviously. 14-6, Missouri about to kick off to Iowa with 3:19 left in this first half. Things moving a little slowly here.
Y'all know what's coming.
So Missouri set to kick off. Iowa condenses its return formation. They still have 2 returners back. They're expecting a squib kick of some kind. In fact, that ball is placed flat on the ground, so they'll look to squib it, maybe even get a chance to recover it. Boom, bounces off a couple Iowa defenders. Missouri's there. That ball went out of bounds, I believe. Like Iowa will have that. That was a tough thing to field, I'll tell you that much.
Let's go defense!
3:13 left in the first half. Iowa's going to have the football. They're down 14-6. Break the huddle from the sidelines. I'm looking for them to come into their base set. Twin receivers. Actually, they've got 2 flankers. Ball snapped directly to number 2. He's got a few yards upfield. Picks up about 4 yards, maybe 5. Let's call it 2nd and 6. Runs right off the right side in between the tackles. Not a bad gain. Missouri's defensive front, that front 3-4 guys have been pretty strong between the tackles. Not been a lot of room for Iowa to operate. And Iowa comes out with 2-by-2 formation, probably looking to throw the ball here. Single back, shotgun formation. Quarterback has got 2 guys on him right away. Boy, they swarmed him. Boy, did they swarm him quick. 2 defenders fell off of him. I mean, number 2 is he's a pretty formidable body. So he shook off 2 defenders, but 2 more came at him and he couldn't shake them off. That's going to be a sack, a loss back to the 39. Back to their own 39, 38. It's going to be a 3rd and about 14. Missouri came after 1:55 left in the first half. Twins left, tight end, flanker right, ball snapped, and the gun. He's looking. Oh, they got him again. They're down again. It's just feeding time for the Missouri Tiger, for the Missouri football team. That's 2 sacks in a row. I mean, they are coming after Iowa like a fever. 2 big losses. That's 4th down again for Iowa. 4th down and about 20. So they gotta probably look to punt here. They gotta send somebody deep. Missouri does. Single returner for Missouri. The ball dribbles back. He's got to get it off. He's gonna try to take off with it. And there's too many Missouri defenders there. He's not going to get it anywhere near the first down in that situation. Missouri holds again. We've got under a minute, 57.1 seconds before the half is over. And right now, everything going Missouri's way. 2 big sacks knocks Iowa back to a 4th and 20. They try to punt the ball. They don't get the punt off. Missouri stops that 4th down punt attempt. They get the ball back in Iowa territory, 39, set up nicely with 57 seconds left. Take a couple shots to the end zone if you want.
Hey, Luke! Watch the run coming outside.
Missouri doesn't look like they know where to line up. Now, this is a new team. They haven't had a lot of time together. I was talking with their head coach in between games. So not a lot of these guys have played together, so they're not all on the same page. That's what you're seeing. So that's going to be a 5-yard. Too many guys on the field. 5-yard procedure penalty. 1st and 15. Ball snap, dropped. They're going to sack him. They're going to sack him. With the mishandling of the snap, they're going to lose yardage all the way back to it's about another 5-7 yard loss. Missouri calls a timeout with 44.6 seconds left. They're going to spot that ball at the 47 of Iowa.
I thought I was going home with it, but I guess you ain't gonna remember the rest of the day because he's going to be good with you.
I know, but see, so here's the thing though. They swing them around. They ain't telling you the quarterback break movement. They don't let them run. They until the players get in. You know, so I get the point, but at the same time, it's a lot of 4 or 5 yards off. And so when we play Indiana, right, you know how long they was taking.
Okay, back to action here. 44.6 seconds left after a Missouri timeout, and also a sack by Iowa sets them back to a 2nd and about 20 here.
Jack!
All right, they'll go with
Coming
this
out!
will be a twin receiver, single quarterback. He's going to take it and run with it. And try to find a seam towards the right side. Look to get towards the sticks. He's almost back to the original line of scrimmage to get him out of bounds. Flags flying on the ground. We've had so many flags on this field in this half. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I wanted to use another word, but I will not. It looks like it's going against the Iowa football team. For what? I don't know. Face mask? Pulling at the face mask, it looks like. That's going to be a personal foul. That's going to move the ball down even further. Another. Yeah, getting 15 out of that with a personal foul, grabbing at the face mask. That's going to move the ball down inside the 25 to the 22. Inside the 22 of Iowa. Missouri in great shape with 33 seconds left. Take a couple shots in the end zone. Ball, oh boy, ball snapped over his head. There we go, He picks it up. He's down. Okay. Wow. Might want to let the time just run on out. Take a break. Come back. That's what I think we'll have. 15.6 seconds left. 10. They're going to maybe try another play. I don't know. Yep, they're going to try another play. Nope, because they're going to run a flag. They're going to run a play, but the flag drops. They're not lined up. There's no way they were lined up correctly. So what do we have going on here? Time is off the clock. That's the half. I think they're going to call it. Good. All right, that's halftime. Our score is Missouri 14, Iowa 6 at the half. That took forever. We'll be back in a little bit. Wow. Yeah, go right ahead.
So you said they changed it from 10 minutes to 12 minutes? Or no, sorry. That, yeah, okay, opposites. But why are they stopping the clock and they ran?
In this game?
Yeah. It looks like they're stopping the clock more like with the 10 minutes.
Well, they're going to try it. That's part of what's
I know, that's what I was saying.
That was that.
Yeah, that was. We're getting cleaned up a little bit this next half.
I think it was intending to go for her.
And if there's a margin of 24.
Okay.
Okay.
But we haven't had that, which we probably should
Is there
have.
another game after?
It's been a long day.
At least it's a little warmer than what it's been.
Oh, so much better. Hey, I'm ready.
Your commentary probably previous days was like chattering.
This is a lot better.
This day and age, I don't really know how to double down the way.
No.
We can try. Yeah. Now I'm talking about the soda. I call you one out. We can call us the soda in here. Y'all keep the bottles.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't you give him both of it? He looks like he's doing fine. We're like, hey. I thought they were both.
Yeah, I'll send it out.
You're like, because that's all they had.
Yeah. We have a queen. Or actually, so when I moved in with him, he had a queen. And I was like, oh, and that's like, I had a cake myself. And so we upgraded tonight. Playing. You would get eyes. That's good. I've never understood same but a little bit to be in a little
Yeah, some of the Captain America.
Well, that's, I think the kids at home, like, she just wakes up at the same time at night, pretty much every night, wants to come in for,
She's like, oh, I'm going to go snuggle with mom.
Oh, was it?
She'll put me back to bed. And then I don't even realize how much.
she knows that,
Okay, make this one go faster, all right?
My goodness, you're killing me.
You know who won the sixth grade game? That was killer one.
And then Carroll somehow, they didn't amount the last play, he had a 38-yard pass play down the right sideline. 12 to 8. It's a good game. That was a great game. All right, back to action here. Hopefully this second half cooks a little bit more than the first half did, because that was a slow cooking process in the first half. Let's speed this thing up a little bit, less mistakes, less penalties, keep the tempo moving a little bit. Second half about to start here. Iowa kicking off. Wow, nice boot. That's like a real deep. That's going to get in the end zone. All right. No return there. Ball ought to come out to the 20 after being kicked into the end zone. Missouri will start with a 14-6 lead. It is critical for Iowa here to defend this and not let Missouri get any further ahead. 14-6 Missouri. They possess the football. They've got a heavy formation to the right, 3 backs essentially. They're going to run that way. All right, they break through. Number 9. Oh boy. Well, folks, I mean, that's a bang-bang situation. Ball goes into the end zone, so Missouri had to take possession of the ball at their own 20. One play, a heavy formation to the right. You had 3 backs to the right, essentially. They just simply take the ball, the quarterback. This guy has done this twice now. It's an 80-yard romp by number 8, He did it earlier in the first half. That's how they got their first score. He does it again for 80 yards. Same formation. 3 backs to the right. He takes the snap. He looks to cut inside. He's going to weave his way inside into the end zone. That's going to be a 2-point conversion. We're going to be sitting at 22-6. Now, folks, when there's a 24-point margin, this clock will run continuously. Some of us could only hope for that to happen. I don't. But that is the case in terms of National Federation high school rules. It's not there yet. 22-6 now, Missouri with that huge 80-yard run. First play from scrimmage for Missouri of the second half. And an 80-yard run by the quarterback. Really put a hurting on the Iowa football team. All right, so Missouri will kick off here. What Iowa should be very wary of and careful of, Missouri may try to squib this. If I notice that the ball is kind of just laying, not on a T, it's on the X, which means no T. This kicker's going to try to really kind of bounce this best he can, squib it along. It does. Good job by Iowa to pick it up. Looking to return it, but he's going backwards, but that's okay. He did possess it. You have to go get that football when that ball is doing that to you. So Iowa takes possession. 9:30 left in the third quarter. We just got started, and we already had Missouri score. 80-yard touchdown run, end to end by the number 9. Their quarter, I think there's number 9, maybe number 8 for Missouri, who has accounted now for 2 touchdowns, at least 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions by number 8 alone on Missouri's football team. So Iowa gets the football back. They're on their own 45. Good field position for them. Down 22-6. Split backs. Number 2 is going to try his own version of what number 8 did for Missouri. Takes the ball around the right side, gets a few yards, almost 5-yard gain. It's 4, 2nd and 6. Ball just shy of the 50. Waiting for Missouri to break the huddle. Waiting for Iowa to break the huddle. Sorry. And for a shoe to get tied. And tell him to hurry up. You got to tie a shoe. What are you going to do? Split backs. Okay. Direct snap number 2. Their quarterback. Another nice little run. It's close to the first down. Just short of that by about a yard, maybe 2. So to bring up 2nd and 2, or 3rd and 2. Pistol formation for Iowa. Ball snapped to 2. He's going to hand it off this time, not taking it up. This is going to be a first down run. Right downhill in between the tackles. First down run. First down run for number 19. Takes about 4 or 5 yards. That's probably his first or second carry. He hasn't gotten the ball a whole lot. But he makes do there and gets a first down for Iowa. Moves the sticks. Moves the chains. Shotgun formation. I believe number 5 is in the game for the quarterback. Twins left, flanker, tight end right. They hand it off inside. Nowhere to go. I don't even think he's back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard. Yeah, lost about a yard. Be 2nd and 11. 7:20. One thing that's happened. What do we got here? Might have an injury, Iowa injury. If we do, he's not showing signs of anything, and he's not wanting to come out at all. That's number 20. He got his ankle twisted up a little bit. He did kind of get tackled awkwardly. I did see that. And something got bent in the wrong direction, mostly him and his ankle, which is always, it's always the case with these backs. All right, Twins left. tight end flanker right. Motion by 22 by the slot back. They're going to give it to him wide to the right. And they look to get around the corner. He does. And does he get out? They got him out of bounds at the 40. I think he was out of bounds at the 40. Picks up about 4 or 5. Picks up about 4 or 5 on that run. Jet sweep is what you call that play, essentially. Pretty safe. And get around that corner, you can have business. You can quite get around the corner. Got a timeout here on 6:58 left in the third quarter. Timeout. It's 22-6 Missouri lead. There you go. You will go up and down these stairs. All right, here we go. 3rd and about 7 for Iowa. They're going to look, drop back, pass. They got heat. They got smoke. Good Lord. They brought some smoke on that, and they're going to get a big sack here. All they did was go backwards on it. Nowhere to go with the football. Another big sack from Missouri. It's probably their 3rd or 4th sack of the quarterback. Big loss of yardage. All the way back across the 50, back into their own territory, 47-yard line of Iowa. They lose about 10 on that. Ball snapped. Oh, they're bringing heat and smoke again. He might get out of this, being chased wildly, but he gets away from the pursuit a little bit to make up some ground. Got about 6 yards on that. He's not happy. He's not happy. You can see him on the sidelines fuming a little bit. Thought he should have had more. That is going to give possession now to Missouri.
Like I said, but our kids will not die. We could have said so many. Do what?
Missouri gets the football. They got that heavy formation to the left. 3 backs. They're just trying to run somebody to that side. Number 1 is making people miss. He was reversing field now. Makes a guy miss. They got a flag on the ground. Goodness gracious. Ooh. All right, so we're going to have a situation here. We're going to tell you what's happening here. You're going to have a hold on Missouri on that long run, and then you're going to have a late hit on Iowa, possibly. Personal foul here on the sidelines.
Hey, let's wrap up your tackles!
It should offset here, if I'm not mistaken. We were doing real good here in the start of this second half, but knew the flags were going to come out like crazy, and they started to fly again. So they're discussing it. What do we have here, Ben? Come on, Whitecap. Tell me what's going on here.
That wasn't no illegal block, though. I didn't even.
Block in the back on Missouri. We got a personal foul against Iowa. They should offset. Replay the down. Although somehow, some way, Missouri picks up 5 yards in that exchange. Okay, so the math is 10 from where the foul occurred, 15 for the personal foul. That puts Missouri in a situation where they've got a 1st and 5. Okay, here's this quarterback again. He's reversing field. He's hard to bring down. This right now is Cam Newton. The guy's Cam Newton, without a doubt. Number 8 is really putting on a show here. He is a one-man wrecking crew. It has been all him for this Missouri football team for the most part. So he picks up the first down. He moves the sticks for Missouri. Ball now down on the Iowa 34, right hash. You got this heavy set left. They're going to look to roll that way. Try to get the guy around the edge. They do a little bit. Missouri's fast enough to do that. He picks up. Okay. Oh, holy mackerel. Okay. My goodness gracious. So they're going to call a late hit on that out of bounds play. They knocked the player out of bounds. It looked like it was clean. I mean, he was still running upfield, so he gets knocked out of bounds, but they're going to call this probably a late hit or a personal foul. That's going to move the ball down further for Missouri. They're just happy with these flags. Real happy with these flags. That's going to move the ball down all the way down to the 15 for Missouri on that personal foul. Late hit. 3 backs to the right. Direct snap to the up back. That's just your classic Wildcat formation. He picks up good yardage, another 5 yards there, down to the, just outside the 10, about the 11. Red zone situation for Missouri. 4:21, 4:20 left in just the third quarter, folks. So if you're sitting here tuned in looking for Kansas versus, I believe it's Iowa next, or Kansas versus Indiana, I can't remember. Okay, that quarterback, number 8, running around the corner again. It's going to take 3 or 4 guys to get him down. Looks like he may have a first down. It is a first down. It is a first and goal for Missouri. They're going to post that and post that ball right there at the 5. First and goal for Missouri. 3:58, clock running. That's different from a running clock, but we're ticking down to 3:48. Ball snap. He's going to run to the right. I'm trying to run wide to cut back and cut inside. Maybe the ball came out. Ball came out. Is it? No? Yes? Oh, that's an Iowa ball. They get a stop. Boy, did they get that stopped in time. They got that ball back just in time, because I'm telling you, Missouri was unstoppable in that drive, mostly number 8. So, okay, Iowa football down 22-6, third quarter. I think many of you who are watching were probably thinking by now you're going to see the 8th grade championship game, one of the 8th grade championship games. We cannot go to that game yet. We're still stuck in the third quarter with this 7th grade third place game with more penalties. It has been just atrocious in terms of the stoppage of play, penalties, things of that nature. So that has kept us moving very slow, very slow. Missouri looking to get a safety here if possible. Ball's right there on the 1 yard line. Iowa having to come out, and they're in the shotgun. And they've hit him right at the spot of where the line of scrimmage is. They just stopped this moment. He just barely got out of the end zone. So 2nd and 10 still for Iowa. Coming out of their own end zone. They're in a dangerous spot right here, folks. Just a little over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Iowa trying to get out of this situation after getting a fumble recovery. Missouri was headed into the end zone. Ball was fumbled. Iowa recovered the fumble. Missouri pretty quick and pretty tough up front. Timeout. Timeout, Iowa.
Okay. Ask for the compensation.
How you doing today?
Let's go, defense!
Hey, what do we have here? We got a 2nd and 10. Iowa back out with the football. They're going to put themselves in a kind of a spread formation. Twins left, tight end flaker right. Did they move? Just please, let's get this play. Nope. Flag, whistle. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. That is a procedure penalty against Iowa. There's not much further back they can go. Another half an inch. Ball's handoff to the running back. He's in the end zone. Is he going to get out of there? I don't know that he will. I don't know that he will. Did they give him momentum? No, that's it. That's a safety. He did not get out of the end zone. Wow, okay, that was a disaster for Iowa. You know, you see that, and the problem is you get a good break by getting the football on a turnover, but you're stuck down there, and you've got to get the ball out of the back of the end zone. You can't be backed up like that, especially with Missouri's front. They have been giving Iowa trouble the whole game, and that gets them in a real pickle with the procedure penalty and negative yardage, and they wind up giving up a safety. So it's now 24-6. Missouri in command. So now an 18-point Missouri lead. This is a kickoff after safety, so it's going to be kicked off from the 20. Can be set up on a tee. That's not a problem. Going to take a strong kick to get it to the 2 deep Missouri defenders. Let's see what happens here on this kickoff. You can put it on the tee and try to put it as deep as you possibly can, which he does. Nice kickoff. It's going to go deep to one of the returners. Okay. So it's fielded. Brought up to the 43 by the returner. Missouri will start there on their own 43. 2:25 left just in the third quarter, folks. We are running a half hour behind in games. So again, if you're waiting on the next game, that 8th grade championship game between Kansas, what looks to be Kansas and Indiana, I'm thinking we are still 1 quarter away from that. Okay, heavy set for Missouri. Back to the right, they hand it to the quarterback. He's probably going to try. We got flags all over the place again. But apparently another turnover. Is that right? Ball comes out. That flag won't matter because Iowa jumps on this down 24-6. They get another turnover. This one a little bit better because they're not backed up in their own end zone. So they'll get the ball back after that turnover, after that fumble. They're on the other side of the 50. They're in Missouri's territory at the 49, ball middle of the field. Iowa comes out, breaks the huddle from the sidelines. They're a little bit jacked up here. Twins to the left, they'll go motion, fly motion to 22. They might hand it to him. He's trying to get wide, but Missouri has pursuit. That's just not to their strength. That does not work. That works right into the strength of the Missouri defense and works to the disadvantage of Iowa running that fly sweep. They just cannot turn the corner. Missouri's pursuit, they're doing 2 things. One, first of all, they're taking care of the line of scrimmage, so the guys on the other side of the ball, plus they pursue well sideline to sideline, so there's nothing there. There's nothing there on that. Twins left, single receiver. Here goes. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Missouri. We cannot get out of this third quarter, folks. I'm hoping something happens that's a little faster. Ball now moves to the Missouri 46 on that 5-yard penalty, second and about 6. Okay, ball snapped directly to the quarterback. They're looking to go wide. Number 30 cuts back to the left, but there's pursuit there. He's not going to get much further than about a 2 or 3 yard gain. That's going to make it 3rd and 4 for Iowa. 1:24 in the third, 24-6 lead for Missouri.
All right, let's hold them, boys.
Same formation, gun. Just trying to get them to jump. They're not going to jump, thankfully. 3rd and 4. Ball's cleanly filled. Okay, the ball was tipped. The ball was tipped and actually caught by the Iowa receiver. They don't get much out of that. Matter of fact, the catch and the run is going to cost them a yard. So Iowa just cannot get anything positive going other than a couple turnovers here. They got the turnover, but they haven't done anything with it. So it's 4th down, about 4. Are we going to get a timeout here? What do we got? Nope, it's going to be the end of the quarter. We're going to flip over. That's good. Mercifully, we're going into the 4th quarter here. 24-6. Missouri leads it, headed into the 4th quarter.
I would like to see how many flags.
Straight handoff, straight down the gut to the tailback, pushes through. Going to get a 1st down here for Iowa. That's their first down in a while as we start play in the 4th quarter. Again, 10-minute clock in these championship games. Iowa had a big fullback in that game. They decided to run right behind him. So now, we don't know where to line up here. Twins left, flanker, tight end right. Put back the gun. We got fly sweep, fly motion number 2. He's going to try to cut it up. Cut it up, son. What should have happened there, it's not a bad run. What should have happened there, put your foot, you young players, put your foot in the ground and get vertical. Had he done that, his shoulders turn upfield. It's a little bit more difficult to tackle him. When he's on an angle like that, it's a little easier to get to him. So there's a shorter run than it should have been. So 2nd and 9, only a yard out of that. He ran sideways for about 8 yards. Okay, straight hand up, straight up the middle. Tries to cut right a little bit. They catch him. One of the things you got to do against this Missouri front, once you get past the line of scrimmage, you got to keep going vertically. Now, the minute you start going sideways, you give them a chance to catch up. That's the strength of their defense. They pursue very, very well. That looked like it should have gone for more yardage. That was only a yard, so it's now 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw it out wide to the right. He got mossed. Number 2 goes up and gets that. He's one of their best players. Iowa's player, number 2, one of their best. He goes up to get that football. That's what you want to do. That's what Randy Moss calls mossed. Good catch. Good execution there. First down, ball inside the 20 of Missouri. Iowa marching a little bit. Twins left. He's going to look right to try to put it up to number 2 again. Might as well. And he pitches that. And he fights off what should have been a pass interference. Else he comes up with 2 huge catches on his own. All Iowa did was just throw it up to him and let him try to make a play. That's smart. And he does. Makes 2 of them. So he puts Iowa back on the board again, brings the score to 24-12 with 7:57 left. Again, depending on this 2-point conversion, it's a 2-score game. It's a 2-score game as it is. Okay, ball snap. He's looking left. Oh, he might throw it over the middle. Nope, not there. Defended well by Missouri for a 2-point conversion. Fails. We're at 7:57 in the 4th quarter. It's a 24-12 ball game. Iowa gets itself right back in it. It's a 2-score affair. All right, 24-12. Iowa trying to close that gap. They're going to dribble this thing up front and make Missouri field it. They do. They do a good job of fielding that. They'll give Missouri good field position with that short kick. Missouri will get to start at its 45 on the right hash. Nice little inside run, short gain. Got 5 on that, 2nd and 5. Missouri will kind of take its time, let that clock wind down a little bit, probably run the ball here. They're in a run set. 3 backs to the right. Quarterback takes it, number 8 again. And he's got a lane. He's got a lane. He's gone. I mean, he's been killing Iowa himself. That's his 3rd touchdown. That's a 45-yard run by number 8. He probably puts the nail in Iowa's coffin there with that run. He has had a whale of a game. They have no answer for him whatsoever. So they get in that power formation. They run 3 backs essentially to one side of the formation and the other. They put 3 backs on the right side of the formation in this situation. And it's a wildcat type of situation where he just gets the snap and looks to find a crease, and he gets in there. Missed tackle. Off the right tackle side. That's in for a 2-point conversion. That pushes the score up to 32-12 that quick. Missouri answers the Iowa score. 32-12 is what we have. Missouri now with a 20-point lead. Ball is dribbled. Okay, in front of Iowa. Missouri just dribbles that down the field. That's fielded by Iowa. Good job fielding that. It's a little tricky when that ball's bouncing around like that. So they get possession. 7:10 left in the game. This game is a little bit like opening up. You remember when you open up a bottle of ketchup the first time and you're trying to get that first drop of ketchup out and it takes forever? That's kind of how this game is going. It's a slow drip. However, 32-12, Missouri over Iowa. Iowa has possession. Twins to the wide side of the field. Shotgun formation. Quarterback Casey is going to look to throw that ball over the middle of the field. That's broken up nicely by Missouri. It's going to be a second down and 10 with that incompletion. Got a 20-point power margin. That's not enough to run the clock. It has to be 24 points according to National Federation of High School rules. Is what we're under. So here we go. Line back up, same formation, shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls right, tries to throw the ball over the top. A catch made by the running back. He's got a lane. He's got a lane. Good block. He's caught from behind, but however, that's good execution. Good pursuit by Missouri as well, too, but not before there's a 24-yard gain over across midfield into Missouri territory. Nice catch and run. That gives Iowa a first down on the 47. Clock continues to run. Twins set to the wide side of the field. Tight end flanker right. Shotgun. They're going to look to throw again. Ball's put up to the... Oh, he's got a man open. Nice catch. That's a nice catch by the young man. Wow. Number 2 is doing what number 8 is doing for Missouri. So he's making all the plays here for Iowa. It's a beautiful catch. Stays in bounds. Clock stops long enough to move the chains. 6:31 left in the ball game. Iowa making a couple plays here. Clock should be running. They're going to throw it up again to guess who? And not this time. Not this time. Not this time. That is well defended. He got tired. I guess he got tired of getting mossed. Number 11 comes up with the interception for Missouri. He said, no, not this time. No. So Missouri takes possession of the football after the interception. They're in full command of this game, 32-12, 6:23 left on the clock. Fourth quarter. And we're only running about 45 minutes behind, folks. 45 minutes behind. That's because this game has been really marred with a number of penalties. Passing completions, heavy set to the right. They're going to run it again right. And I should have kept my mouth shut. I really should have kept my mouth shut. And what do we have? We have a hold. Hold on Missouri. The ball's coming back.
Let's go, offense!
So that pushes Missouri back all the way back to their own 21. We got another penalty. I really should have kept my mouth shut. Procedure penalty will go back 5 more yards. Ball snapped quickly. Ball is, that's Iowa all over it. That's going to be another loss. We're heading to the parking lot quick here. A little bit more lost yardage and we'll be playing from the parking lot. So we now got, I don't know, second and about 22, somewhere in there. The good thing is the clock keeps ticking, 5:40, 5:37 and counting. Heavy formation for, they're going to try to throw out of this. They do. Great throw and catch. I'll give it to them. These young men are making nice catches. I mean, the throws aren't deadly accurate, but good catches being made. They're going up and getting the football. That's what you have to do. When that ball's in the air, you have to be a ball hawk and want to have to get after it. That's a nice catch. That moves the ball up to, I'd say, a manageable 3rd and 11. 5:07. Ball stays in play. They're going to run it off the right side. Number 8 again. They're trying to take him down. They do. Iowa's all over that, so there's no long run there. It's going to put it at 4th and 9. I would assume here that Missouri will try to kick this. The clock is running at 4:45, 44.
You punted one time?
This looks like it will be a snap and a wildcat run. Hold on a second.
So why are we not punting?
Okay, they stop to fasten the helmet of one of the players. So, looks like Missouri's going to try to run this off the right side. He makes a cut. He finds a crease. He's going. He's not down yet. No whistles yet. He may have a first down here because he looks like he's across. Oh boy, it's going to be tight. Nope, doesn't quite make it. Okay, turnover on downs. He's short by about 1.5 yards. Nonetheless, what that does is keeps the clock running at 4 minutes to go. At least it should have. Change of possession stops the clock. Iowa huddle up on the sideline, bring the play and bring the players out. They get the ball back in Missouri territory. Good shape. 37-yard line is where they'll take possession of the ball. 4 minutes clock will start here on the officials' whistle once they're set. Okay. Fly motion. He'll come all the way across. They will not give the ball to him. They'll throw it out in the flats. Whap! And he's whapped. It's always, if you're catching the ball, you're not very happy about that. If you're pursuing the ball, you love it. Okay, no real gain on that. A lot of motion, a lot of movement. It was pretty, but no gain. 2nd down and 10 for Iowa. Ball moves over to the right hash. Twins left to the wide side of the field. They take an RPO, they throw it out to 30 again, and it's incomplete. Fortunately enough, it was thrown in front, not behind, so that's an incompletion. We got a 3rd down here, 3rd and 10. Iowa comes out. Probably send twin formation out to the left, or what do we got here? Okay, tight end flanker left. We got a twin formation into the boundary. Shotgun snap. We're going to turn and hand it off. There's no one to give the ball to. That's a broken play. They're going to just have to eat that. They're going to have to eat it. 2:44 left. That's going to be a 4th down, a loss of about 5. Young man's coming off with a finger. That's number 5 coming up. Got his hand banged up a little bit. He's a tough one, though. He'll be back. And just shake it off. We don't have any dirt out here. Can't put any dirt on your hand, but he'll be all right. He's a tough little sucker. 2:20. Clock winding down. 32-12 Missouri lead. This is for the 3rd place finish for the 7th grade. .207 left. We'll be under 2 minutes here shortly. Wildcat sort of formation, empty backfield. This will be run by number 2. He'll find a crease, makes a cut, puts a foot in the ground. That's nice. I like that. When you put a foot in the ground, you get vertical, get upfield. This will not get them the first down. But a nice run nonetheless. Number 2 is given effort. He's given every possible effort he could to take his team over the top. Will not be here today. It'll be a change of possession. Ball going back to Missouri. .152 left in the football game. Missouri lines up in that power formation to the right. What do you know? They go offsides. Procedure penalty on Missouri. All I got to do is sit there, snap the ball, run around, this thing's over.
That's the one thing.
32-12, Missouri over Iowa. 1:51 left in the ball game. All snapped. Shotgun formation, wildcat kind of look. A couple yards gain, perhaps, by the quarterback. It'll be second and about 12. Clock running. 137, 136. Ball snapped. Coming left, trying to find somebody, find a crease. Here it comes. It's a face mask. That's going to be bad. They did not throw the flag. Didn't see that. Everybody could, but he didn't throw the flag. I think they're tired of throwing flags. Their arms got to be tired. 1 minute left in the ball game. This could be, depending on how they manage this time, this could be the last snap of the ball game. I don't think the officials want to throw any more flags if they can help, unless it's just egregious. Okay, power formation to the right. Wide open field. Oh, ball snapped. Pat on the ground. They got to cover it. That is going to be, let's see. Is that a change in possession? That's going to bring the clock running on down. They're going to call this one. That's a smart move. They're going to call this one. Missouri's going to take this one. They're going to take the third place prize for the 7th grade. Or 8th grade? Yeah, 7th grade. All right, 32-12 will be your final score. Missouri takes it. They shake hands in the middle of the field, which I love to see. Missouri, 32-12 over Iowa.